Oh geez. Okay. Hold on. Just to make sure, can I be heard? Because for some reason, my microphone is telling me that I'm speaking super softly, and I am not. So, first and foremost, I would love to have some thumbs up that I can be heard clearly, succinctly, and all of that jazz. And I will do my hellos. All right. Hello, Riches, and thank you so much. Yes, we hit 300 subscribers. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That was such a delight to get on a Tuesday. It is kind of quiet. Are you serious? Okay, maybe if I like make out with the mic. This is a new relationship with microphones. Okay, all right. Properties. Properties? Not properties. No. Filters, maybe? I wonder if I remove the limiter, would that do anything? Let me see. How about I remove noise suppression? No. What happens if I remove the compressor? No. Oh. Okay. That is so weird. I have no idea what's going on. It's better? Okay, then I clearly pressed the right button. Question is, which button was it? Anyway, while I'm figuring that out, I'm gonna do my hellos super quick. So I've already said hello to Riches, hello Jared, hello Brody, hello Gabriel, hello Becca, hello Panda, hello Cozy Rat. Thank you for the explanation. I will definitely check Facebook in a hot second. And hello, I already said hello to Panda. Hello Belle. Hello. All right. All right. I don't know what's going on. This is like technology 101. You have this expectation of a nice cozy stream, and then chaos occurs. For those who do not know, my rabbit, Andra, is a special needs rabbit. She has what's called the megacolon condition, which means her colon is significantly larger than what you would expect from a rabbit, and it has to do with genetics and inbreeding. And really, Andra's like one of those animals where you love them with all of your heart, but then you realize like you can't do this. It takes a special heart to have the capacity to hold on to like not being constantly heartbroken. So Andra has been given medication. I'm used to this at this point, so she's just like sitting. She's already like kind of dealing with it herself, and hopefully having to go to the vet is unnecessary today. But so my vet is made aware of the situation, and I will probably be leaving this afternoon to go deal with that. But hopefully she'll be fine. So other than that, friends, yes, we've reached 300 subscribers. That's super exciting. And today we're going to be on SONDER, and that's the Volcano build. And I have flattened everything so y'all don't have to sit through that nonsense. We're actually building the thing. And we're also going to figure out the lava path, which I found from Liz the Lath's normcore build for her island, which she used for Phoebe's, yard. So we're just gonna get going. Oh, and also, kid left. I didn't even do anything. So I've replaced him with Jacques, which is great because the house fits. And we're just gonna get going. So let's transfer over. And hopefully, it's chaos day. Don't we love it? All right. So yeah, Andra is usually a constant source of stress for this household, but she's survived 2 major surgeries and lives through blockages all the time. So fingers crossed that the medication I gave her and some water will help. Yes, Fiery Friday. Yes. Or like, just instead of cursing, it's like Friday. So, of course, I have to ask the most important question of the day. How is everyone? I think in the United States it was Labor Day Monday, right? Right? It's been so long since I've labored or been in the United States, so I don't know. Kix is here! Yo! I don't think Kix has appeared on this island yet. Yes. More lactulose is cool. What? Who's that? I'm not involved with Andrew at all. Yes, I gave her 1 cc of the syrup. So, your teeth hurt so bad. What happened? Gabriel. And Panda, you're doing amazing. Labor Day money. Hello, Becca. Crossing. There's multiple Beccas in the chat. Is there an equivalent to a Fiery Friday for those of us on Thursday? I don't know. That's a good question. Oh, Becca, you had to deal with your braces. I'm so sorry. Labor Day was really boring, but I got to sleep in, so it's okay. Yes, we now have a birdful island, friends. I think we have 6 birds at this point. I think. It's either 5 or 6 birds, I've lost count. Monday, not money. I mean, Labor Day money, that's fine too. I would love to get paid for Labor Day money. Give 2 more CCs. Oh, okay. So friends, before we get started on the build, I'm going to apply some medication to my rabbit really quickly as suggested by the vet tech. So this is going to be a quick BRB because I know how excited you are to do this, but I think you all would understand that, an animal's health is kind of a little bit more important than the shenaniganery of the stream. So I will be right back, and we will deal with this in a couple minutes. Ooh, and your family's getting a golden retriever puppy in 2 days? And your first cross-country meet of the season. That's an exciting day. Congratulations, BRB friends. back to our regularly scheduled programming. You know when a rabbit isn't doing well when they don't want the medication. So, I think, let's see what we got. Oh, yeah, I also remember braces. I think I was very lucky. I only had braces for about 18 months, maybe. But I had a slight overbite that fixed itself eventually. Yes, thank you. I'm like, whoo. So, what we're working on today, friends, is this nonsense. I flattened the entire back, and I was trying to kind of start like the outline of how I want this to go. The only problem is it's going to be like this huge weird block thing where like the good portion of the stream, because we're going to treat it like marble. We're going to be like, who did the naked guy? Who did the David? Is it Michelangelo? We're gonna Michelangelo this shiz, and we're going to like just build it up with this huge block, and then we're gonna slowly chip it away to get to the image that is underneath. Or, you know, in the pixels, I guess. So that's what we're doing today. Wait, and how many birds do I have, by the way? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, it's a lot of terraforming. I did this for you, friends, so you didn't have to worry about the shenaniganery, okay? And we're going to start here, and we're going to get that lava path. And friends, I have to show you this lava path. It's so cute. It is so cute. You need your braces because your canines are not coming in. You lost them 5 years ago? What? Oh wait, can I talk to her yet, or is she still shy? Alright, well. What type of volcano am I doing? That's a good question. I should have actually, like, Googled what sort of thing. It's going to have a single dome, and it's going to be an active volcano. It's not going to be jungle-oriented or tropical. It's going to be something that you would expect from, like, Iceland, Alaska, the American, well, I guess the American Northwest, I suppose, like Mount St. Helens, but, you know, less crater-y. Yeah, I have not been really talking to her. I'm gonna be super honest, friends. Even though that I don't time travel, I have been, like, just ignoring because I don't know why. I don't know. So, he just got photos from our department, and because of the earthquake, it almost is— oh no! Oh no, that's sad. That's super sad. So, friends, if you are looking for this particular lava path, all you have to really type in is the word lava, because the floor is lava. Alright. Standard rock mountain volcano. Yes, Belle, exactly. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me it's gone. Oh, wait. Here it is. Oh, friends, look at this. Look at this. Alright. I think you... There we go. So the creator of this code is named Polaris. And that's not what I want to do. Hello, Matt. Welcome. Welcome. Yo, look at this path, though. Oh, my lava heart. It's so nice. It's so good. So good. Alright, so we first need to figure out how I'm going to store this, because what's really cool about this creator is they have it faded in certain places and then they have it like really active in others. Oh, ooh, I burpee. And so we need to figure out how I'm going to do this, because look at how this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is 40 slots, friends. 40 slots. That's a lot of slot, let me tell you. That's a lot of slot. So I think what we're going to do is I do like the idea of having some, you know, flowing lava in some instances. But for now, I'm really liking the idea of the lava flow cooling. You know what I mean? So we're going to do that. You lava my channel. Oh, Panda. Panda. You gotta go into the corner for the puns. The pun corner. Yeah, so I think I want to stick with these right here. 1, 2, 3. And they have quite a few center areas as well. So we're going to test this out. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. So let's start here. And it never really occurred to me to like have the pattern in a way that was organized. I usually just kind of haphazardly place them. And so I would always get it lost. So I think what I'm gonna do, no, I think I'm gonna keep it up here. I think that's probably better. So starting here, you're already sitting in a corner, the panda corner. Okay. Hi, Diesel. Thank you. Thank you. It is trying to replicate the cozy that I don't feel right now. Because Andra's butt is not being cooperative. Get into the pun corner. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, there. I also like that it is slightly rounded in places, so we're gonna go with that. Put this down here. Whew, friends. Oh, oh, this is like chef's kiss beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Yes. This should be a geological pun stream. Cause it rocks. Ayy. You would post pun jail, but there are no emojis. Yeah. Yeah. Alas. Alas, alas. Jails, not males. It's the former. It's the former, Diesel. You know how it is. Just fanning the flames with the puns. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, friends. Jeez. Goodness gracious. Alright. Oh, friends. Oh, I'm already in love with this decision. Ooh, there's like so many centers. Ooh, oof, oof, oof. Love it. Oof, yeah. Yes. So, I think what I really appreciate is I think that there's a lot of the same type, but they focus a little bit on the lighting. So whether or not it's a cooled down piece and, ooh, train tracks. Yo, these train tracks are banging. Dang. 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 Okay. I think I want to stick with... Ooh, I like this one a lot. We're gonna do this one. My cat has a tick on his face, but he's a biter, and I already have a gigantic scratch on my leg, and I don't want to lose my finger. I'm waiting for him to lay down. My suggestion is Caparito. That is one of the best ways to deal with an animal that does not know that you're out to help them. I've become very versed in, you know, holding Andra like a football, and luckily my rabbits are really good about medication for the most part. Andra is used to it. I mean, she's gotten to the point where she's used to the taste of her medicine and prefers it. So that's usually when I know that she's going to not require medical assistance, is when she willingly takes medication. And when she doesn't and she's just like a little huffy bean, I'm like, why? Yep, a burrito. A burrito, absolutely. That's how I've always managed. Friends, this is flippin' beautiful. Now the question is there like a single like path that really does anything? I really do like this, because what we could do then is we can put like simple panels, like the black one behind a like a stone arch, so it looks like it's flowing down like a lava fall, if you will. So I'm gonna save that because I do like that one a lot. And we're gonna put the little something somethings on the other side. So I think I got a vet message. Hold on. All right. Oh, okay. All right. So I may have to leave a little bit earlier from the stream today because the vet was like, can you drop her off a little bit earlier? So I'm gonna probably have to finish here within a couple of hours. So let's try this, and we'll get this started. Ooh, friends, this looks so good though. Oh. How do you call a murderer of a goat not a sherb? Oh my goodness. All right. Oh, this looks so good. Oof. Oh, friends, I wish this kind of curved a bit, but I think I want to hold on to that lava, like the floor is lava. All right. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna use it, but it's always great to hold on to it. And this is really cool because it looks like it's flowing out from like the ground. So like the ground is splitting. Oh, so good. So good. Alright, we're gonna... These look like the same, sort of. Yeah, oh, I gave the extra... Oh, that's what that's called. I just called the golden syrup of doom. Okay, so... Okay. We're gonna hold on to this. Don't hold on to the lava, it might burn. I mean, that is fair. That's fair. Also, if you erase your flag design, does the flag stays the same? Oh, really? I thought I've tried doing that, and I don't know if that's true. Is that true, friends? Yo, Polaris's island name is Pluto. Pluto doesn't have volcanic, like, eruptions, does it? Alright, so, we're gonna go say hello to Jacques really quickly. I'm going, like, I have to validate my reasons why he's important for this island. And we have Pierce. Wow, everyone's out today. Oh, look, our himbo is out and about, ready to explore the volcano. They're doing their daily enrichment. Love it, love it. Golden syrup is good. Yep. Yay, checks go! That I know nothing about. Don't worry, Cozy Rat. Your secret identity is safe with me. And my dude, what? Slip-on school shoes. Does this look like a school to you? Excuse? Although, ooh, these socks are cute. Kitty socks. Heck yeah. This is your favorite PC or NPC? Okay. So, we hit 3 stars, and I promptly ruined that 3-star rank by friends who have to see this. Like, it's all gone. It's all gone. There's no water. There's no happiness. There's just land. There's just land and peaches everywhere. And random terraforming. So let's do this. Sorry, flyer stuffing right. So this is my no time travel island. It is. Why are we talking about needing to validate villager choices? Because so when Kid arrived, and you know the smugs, you have no choice in the matter. The smug determines that they are there to stay. And I've noticed this on 3 separate occasions, that the smug is the first to ask to leave every time. Have you noticed that? Has that happened with you? Because Graham did it the first time on the first island, then Kid did it for this island, and then Graham had the audacity to try, but I hit him with the net, so that never occurred. Because I'm trying to get that rolling, like, I'm trying to get a villager to leave without time traveling all the time. Aww. Blind confidentiality. Yeah, so... Oh man, no, I have no problem with it. I fully support my local vet. So. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's perfect. It's perfect. He looks like hipster bird. Hello. I have no idea how to pronounce that. So I also learned, friends, that if you try to amiibo in a villager when you don't have 10 slots available, they cannot enter your island unless you have an open space. So even when Kid was in boxes, I couldn't get him onto the island. I had to wait until there was a free space. That was super fun. But at least when you finish the 3 souvenirs, you can just keep inviting him back or them back, and you have no problem getting them onto your island. They're like, oh, I would love to live here. And I'm like, come live here. And then they're like, yeah. So, man knows. All right. So, we've said hello. We are polite on this island. And the first to leave was the sister. That's so interesting. Yeah, no, for me, 3 out of the 4, it was... Oh, geez. My inventory's mess. The 3 of the 4 to leave were the smug. I think Agnes left Old Port first, I think. You had Pietro as your smug and Anka as your first autofill. Oh, wow. Wow. 4 months until you left. There's so much stuff, not enough space. And oh, I changed the house exterior, which I dig. I think that looks super researchy and shabby, which I dig. All right. And I've changed the interior a little bit. I don't think I've done anything with the other rooms, but I'm pretty happy about this. All right, so let's deal with this nonsense and start collecting all the resources that I destroyed. I basically committed mass ecocide in order to commit mass eco-terraforming. Terraforming was very close to terrorism in that instance. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright. Ooh. Yes. It is Drag King Fridays. There we go. There we go. You want to have Rodney so bad, so I'm thinking of letting someone leave? Really? Rodney? That's interesting. Rodney's not a particular favorite, so I'm curious as to why you want Rodney. Does he have a Disney equivalent that we don't know about? But my view about building up the volcano is that you kind of have to have a volcano before you invite the volcano spirits, am I right? So we need to get that done, and I will continue, depending on how far we get, I'll try to fix it up to get to a certain point, and then next week I think what we'll do is, trying to think. We can either continue on the volcano build, or we can go to EUNOIA, the nature park build, and start building up the marshland and the campsites. So we can talk about that. You have to go, you're gonna go swimming in a liquid chlorine box. That is the best description of a pool I've ever heard. You want Rodney so bad, you might let Walker leave? Gabriel, you spent nearly 3,000 tickets looking for Walker, though. I mean, your sanity was at a -5. was something that I found was really weird for me, that I spent a lot of tickets, like looking for Bob, looking for Eunice, looking for Bertha, and you know, River, one of the viewers, was kind enough to get Bertha in boxes, and I kind of just voided the heck out of them, and I'm like, wow. I feel like we're being pranked, friends. I like... Gabriel. So here's my theory, that if you spend like a certain number of Nook Miles tickets to finding a villager, the larger the amount of resentment that you have by trying to get them on your island. Oh no, are we getting a Korra raid? No. No, are you serious? Hello, Love Azalea. Hello, Rosie. Hello, Desiree. Hello, H. Hughes. Hello, Caitlin. Hello, Kirby. Hello, Imperfectly Melanie. Hello, Zach. Hello, Alyssa. Hello, Cruz. Hello, Beirub. Hello, Brooke. Hello, Katie. Oh, thank you for subscribing, by the way. Hello, Babalooey. Hello, Mellow Matcha. Hello, Josephine. Hello, Katya. Hello, I think I said hello perfectly, Melanie. Hello, Spencer. Hello, Faith. Hello, Alicia. Hello, Jen. Hello, Anime. Hello, Vera. Hello, Mary Jem. Hello, Boyne. Hello, Megan. Hello, I think I got everybody. From Cora and Katie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Hi, friends. Hello, Megan. Oh my gosh. Oh geez. Friends, also thank you for subscribing. Love Azalea Spark. Wow. Wait, we got 10 new subs already? Friends, I'm not prepared. I don't have a speech prepared. Thank you, Faith. Hello, friends. Hello, Okays. I know 2 raids in a row. I feel super loved. Cora rated me and I'm ending the stream, so you hope I have a great stream. Thank you so much. Thank you. You have to go, but it's fine. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. The stream is going okay. We had a bit of a hiccup. One of my pet rabbits is having some medical funsies, so we had to do some medication in between a stream. And for those who... Oh my gosh. Hello. Gosh, hello Felix. Hello Kirby. I think I said hello to Kirby. And hello to Megan and Marnie. Wow. Friends, thank you. You all are so sweet. I love this community. So, for those who do not know me, I am Artsy, or MK, or Amori, or, you know, whatever, from the Artsy Gamer. I primarily, if not solely, stream Animal Crossing New Horizons content, and I mostly focus on, you know, art stuff, and conflict resolution stuff, and shenanigans. So, oh my gosh, hello Joseph. Yes, the bunny should be okay. Okay, so for those who do not know, I have a special needs rabbit who has a long-term condition. So we've been through this path before. It's likely she'll be okay. But it's kind of like, really? We raided Katie from Cora, and Katie let us raid here. Double raid, love it. But yes, so my rabbit is going to be fine as far as I know. She's had like 2 major surgeries and like all this stuff. She is a born velociraptor survivor. If the dinosaurs can sort of maybe survive a meteor, my rabbit can survive this. She'll be fine. Oh yeah, so what time zone am I in? Friends, I am in, I was about to say North Korea. I am not in North Korea. I am in South Korea. I am an expat. My husband, who is also known as Hubsmod, ruler of the chat, first in his name, love of my life, who's currently not here, is an international teacher in Korea, and so we've been here for the last 5 years. It is Friday. I don't time travel on this island, and yes, it is 10 o'clock in the morning for me, which means that I'm kind of like the night shift for streaming, right? It's a mega raid. Who's gonna get the super mega raid? Oh my gosh. Yeah, what? Wait, friends, I just got to like 300 subscribers this week. Don't make a 30-ish year old curmudgeon cry on stream. That's not nice. Thank you. Andrew will be fine. Andrew will be fine. So, It's something that you have to live with when you have a special needs animal, you know? It's like, it's not just, oh my gosh, thank you Zach Balk for subscribing. When you deal with an animal that has special needs, it just means you have to like accept the chaos, you know? Like just wade through the chaos. I am a future girl, yes, I live in the future. So, I think I've said this, I'm kind of all over the place. I am currently working on a volcano build, and for my current viewers that who've been here before, I was trying to be nice and cleared out everything so we can just get to building the volcano. It's going to be an active volcano build, not tropical, not jungle, but mostly cedar trees and hardwood trees. So, aw, you seem so nice, thank you. I try to be nice. I work very hard to give back to the community that has been incredibly kind to me. And, you know, if I can provide some method of happy good vibes before people turn in for the evening, more the better. So, yes, you love accepting people. Yes. Accepting people are kind of the best. I think my favorite thing is ever since Cora rated me the first time, and I'm incredibly grateful to Cora because she was the one that, like, got me 100 subscribers in a day, and so I went from like 100 and something to 200 and something, and I was just like, my body's not ready, friends. I'm not ready. But yeah, so anytime that she's villager hunting, I'm like, Cora, really? Again? And she's like, yeah, it's fine, it's fine. You got to go to bed soon? That is alright, friends. As I said, I am the night shift. So if you need to go to bed, if you need to lurk, if you have other streamers that you would like to support at the same time, just put me in the background. It's okay. I'm the background sort of person. And hello, Zion. I am currently building a volcano and clearing, just like cleaning. Yes. Yes. Do we need anything? I don't think so. I think I'm good. I really appreciate your offer, but I think I'm all right because it was supposed to be a Terraform heavy stream. So, Desiree Arbuckle, first and foremost, love the name. Secondly, thank you so much for subscribing, much appreciated. You found Rosie twice. Wait, did Cora ever find Rosie? I need to know what happened to the streamers who rated me. What happened on your stream, friends? I need to know the tea. Goodbye, Caitlin. Have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. And Avery. Oh my god, look at this curmudgeon. Look at this curmudgeon. He's adorable. Anyway. I do remember you, Zion. Yes. She didn't find Rosie? Oh no, Jen. Oh no. Oh no. She never found you? Were you behind the couch the entire time? Oh, that's such a bummer. That's such a bummer. I was just telling another viewer in the chat because it took them nearly 2,800 tickets to find Walker. And I think there must be some, like, a level of resentment that the more tickets that you spend and the more time you spend looking for a villager, the more you're just like, I'm done. So, you call Avery a curmudgeon too? Oh my gosh, yeah, right? Well, I mean, curmudgeons see curmudgeons, and Anime Westo, thank you so much for subscribing, that's very sweet of you. There's a solid chance that Rosie's in her queue, so we'll either find Rosie or do an all villager hunt. I think the most that I've actually spent for a villager, like searching, was 300 and something tickets. Rookie numbers in comparison, but I'm the sort of person that is a-okay with bailouts. I think that's just Cora's niche, you know what I mean? Where it's just a fun time. I don't have that patience. I do not have that patience. Do I need moon stuff? I don't think so, not yet. What I'm trying to do, so here is the thing. I don't know if anyone watches List the Lass, but, oh no, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, I found an amazing lava path. So if you are looking to create lava on your fantastic island, just just search lava and you'll find it. It's also under Polaris from Pluto, so highly recommend it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna like Michelangelo with marble this stuff, because we're gonna build huge blocks of stuff, and then we're gonna slowly like cut it in. And what I want to do is I want to have like a crescent. Oh no, this is terrible. A crescent for the volcano that curves around the entire island. You get it? Your biggest hunt is 304 tickets from Flora. Yeah, at that point, it's resentment all around. And hi, Emily, welcome. You have a lot to give. Oh, that's very sweet, Rosie. Thank you. All right. So, friends, for those who... Oh, I should probably do this. No one's broken the rules, by the way. I'm just putting it out here just to get stuff. But my rule of thumb is, you know, you can put dodos in the chat. Just bear in mind that that's kind of like, you know, you have your own discretion. So unless you all share a Discord server, in which case you can go nuts with wherever that is. So, Streamlabs, are you gonna not do commands? Are you serious? Really? Streambot. Streambot. A way to make me look like a scrub. Much appreciated. It needs its coffee. It needs its something. I think it needs to be, I don't know, threatened. I know, I swear to you, okay, so the fact that the subscription button was working, that's more important to me than commands, okay? So, I'll just like tell you my rules. So, the Artsy Gamer is a PG-13 plus stream, so, you know, don't curse like a lot, but, you know, small little curses is fine. You know, just like what you would, I try to be family friendly, so try to keep it family friendly in the chat. Self-promotion is absolutely fine, so as long as you ask, and so as long as, you know, it's relevant to the content. And, you know, obviously, no bullying, no homophobia, no bigotry of any kind. I am not afraid to wield the banhammer in that regard. So, but when it comes to dodo codes, for example, if you are wanting or you feel safe enough to provide your dodo in the chat, just, you know, buyers and sellers beware. I shall not be held liable for any sort of shenaniganery that occurs on my stream. And that's it. Pretty simple, all things considered. 21 new subs. Oh my goodness. When you use Streamlabs, the sub notification doesn't work and I have to do it by hand. Yeah, it works about like like 70% of the time. Alright. Oh no! Oh jeez, okay. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. There's too much stuff, not enough space. Oh no. Oh no. You've gotta go imperfectly, Melanie. You go and have a great rest of your whatever. And I hope to see you next stream. I stream Mondays and Fridays my time, or Sundays and Thursdays EST at 8:30 p.m. So you are more than welcome to come hang out whenever you are free. And you have a great time. Wait, where did the... I had a thing. Aha! Here's my thing. The beach flowers is a classic. It is normcore required. It is normcore required to have flowers on your beach. You know what I mean? Nope, we're ignoring the balloon. We're ignoring the balloon. We don't have time. We don't have time. We've been live for nearly an hour and we have not started terraforming. Oh my god. Yeah, nothing wrong with stocking up on building supplies. I know. Do I have an online thing? Hello, Julban. Hello. Are you asking? Oh, you're talking to. You're not talking to me. That's totally fine. All right. I have been really excited for this volcano build because I do realize that I burn out when I time travel excessively, and so having one island where I don't time travel at all and I just kind of, I use the start, the tutorial aspect to have that be part of the story has been really nice. Because sometimes you just want to check in with your villagers and then sign off for the day. You don't want to do anything. And it's been really nice that this island allows me to do that. Hi, Riches. Has anyone said that I looked like Lauren's side? I'm gonna be super honest, it's Brody. I have no idea who that is. I'm sure they're awesome if you're referencing a comparison. But no, I don't know who that is. And I don't think I've ever been referenced to looking like that. There was there at Trader Joe's, back when I lived in the States, one of the cashiers had insisted that I looked like an actress from, it was some like, was it like a British early 1900s like love affair sort of show? I don't remember what it was, and I put away peaches, so therefore I can't get rid of this rock like a scrub. I've never been told that I've looked like somebody else, like as a streamer. Oh, wait. Aha! I have peaches. I can deal with the rock problem. The rock problem. Shauna's anniversary stream is on 9/11, the same day as, oh, yes. Oh, that's coming up, right. Well, I mean, I'd rather focus on the positives of her celebrating her anniversary than that. Wow, that's right. Is this, like, it's her year stream, right? Oh, friends. Since I am super supportive of my streamer friends. If you do not know Honeydrop Crossing, you should. She's quite delightful. So all you have to do is look onto YouTube, Honeydrop Crossing, 2 words, and she's great. I look like a Sherb lover. Gabriel, I hate to tell you. I hate to tell you. Julianne Moore? Whoa! That is a compliment and a half, Ghost Bunny. Thank you. Maybe I'm ready for like the big time. No, I'm just kidding. I do not have the energy at all to be a celebrity. I've also been thinking, because we are a thoughtful people on this channel, how streamers, not personalities, but the expectations from their viewers as well as how their channel is run, based on the number of like subscribers and supporters that they have. And so I've been really thinking, like, what's gonna happen when I'm able to monetize this channel? You know, how is that going to change if, you know, suddenly, for some reason, I become viral? Not that I'm expecting that, nor do I, that's not what I'm aiming for. But how does the streamer's view of their channel change when they become, you know, internet famous? 325? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Friends, I was not prepared. I was not prepared for this momentous occasion. Okay, so get rid of all buggies. And okay, that's oh good. I can do this. I think we'll be finally able to freaking do the terraforming. So I think what my hope is within the next couple of hours is to at least get the bottom aspect of the what's it called? Of the volcano done, and then hopefully we can build the dome. Consider it doesn't have to change. That's fair. That's fair. I also just really appreciate when streamers just want to stream. But I also really appreciate and understand how a lot of streamers treat this as a business, and how that really changes from the early on, like, grind. Just say F it and do what you've always done. Yeah, I mean, I could do that. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, friends. Haha, we're actually terraforming. Yes. Love it. Okay. So, as I've said, friends, I'm going to be doing like a crescent around the resident services, and the back is going to be molded a little bit, but we're gonna do the marble block thing. So it's gonna be weird, and I want you all to work with me. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is fun. It'll be okay. All right. Does anyone else do this where you just kind of like start outlining how you want to do it and just constantly checking? Is that just a me thing? I'm sure I'm not original when it comes to that. Yay, hold star for you. Sorry, Artsy, you gotta go. Have fun with the stream. Looking forward to seeing the volcano. It's okay, Belle. I understand that it's late. I understand that it's a weird sort of day. So you do you, boo-boo, and you have a good one. All the potential, yes. All the potential. So, and here's the thing. When you start getting a lot of subscribers, right, there is a phenomenon that occurs where, because you have a large subscriber base, it's almost, and I'm not saying this is all of you, but when it comes to celebrities, and I'm talking about YouTube channels that have hundreds of thousands, not like 100,000 or less, but hundreds of thousands, where there's almost like this expectation that the YouTuber or the content creator loses a sense of privacy. And so what's been really interesting to me is I can be one of those streamers that just does what I do and not worry about it. But then there's also that concern of how do I maintain boundaries but also stay, connected to my community when it gets larger. So that's been a really big question for me. Your big name in YouTube stars. You should check out Dark Rare. She's also an Animal Crossing streamer. She hasn't streamed in a while now. That's cool. Thank you for letting me. This looks ridiculous. It is the marble, friends. It's the marble. We're not gonna worry about it. Balloon, do not tempt me. Do not tempt me with your feminine wiles. I don't know why the balloon is suddenly feminine, but we're just gonna roll with it. It's fine. Yeah. Actually, for those who speak a language, like a romantic language, is balloon feminine? Did I like correct? Was I? It is a weird Friday, friends. It's a weird Friday. Hello, HubSmod. HubSmod. Streamlabs is currently out of order. The subscription stuff is working, but it's not working. Full of hot air. What are my bunnies' names? My two rabbits are Bran and Andra, and first and foremost, I have to clarify, Bran was not named after the Game of Thrones character. He was named after some Gaelic dude from aeons past, and I don't recall, but I wanted like strong rabbit names. And Bran is a 6-year-old curmudgeon, soon married, and he has always been that way since I adopted him at 6 months. And Andra is the special needs rabbit that we adopted here in Korea. You think so in Spanish? Not sure, but probably. It's the weird things that we ask. Is balloon feminine? Do balloons have capabilities for feminine wiles? The world may never know. It's a weird stream today. Okay, you know what? Because you're here, I will succumb to the feminine wiles. There we go. Alright. It's been a hot minute since I spoke Spanish of any sort of capacity. So, alright, yeah. It depends on the version of balloon that you use in Spanish. I didn't realize there were multiple types of balloons. Are there multiple types of balloons that I was not aware of? It's globo. Okay, so is it el globo or la globo? Because if that's the case, it's masculine wiles instead of feminine wiles. And some other streamers you should check out Artsy are Salad Crossing and Bumbara. They used to be mods for Shauna. Ooh, that's cool. That's cool. Salad Crossing. I like that. That's cute. La bola is ball, so it could apply? Okay. Well, I mean, we could also just do, like, non-binary wiles. We can just, like, throw gender away altogether, because that's something we also do on the stream, is we just, you know, throw heteronormativity out the window. And we'll just call it non-binary wiles. Alright, so... Man. This is probably not what a lot of the newcomers coming into the stream are thinking of, is, like, balloons with feminine wiles, and, you know, weird nonsense, but that's kind of on point for this channel, friends, so you've been warned. Alright, let's check out the shape of this. Alright. I think what I'm noticing is I do like that shape, but I think I want it to be sharper at the bottom. But we're going to continue working downward. And on the other side, we're gonna see how that goes. Oh my god. Friends, this has to all be filled. Man, like, this is a mood. This is such a mood. Oh goodness. I'm so nice. Oh, thank you. I promise you it is, mostly generous. No, I do strive to be a nice person because, like, you can be anything online. Why be a jerk? You know what I mean? Someone that I used to talk to a lot said that, and that stuck with me for years. So I strive to do the same thing. What happened to my... Okay, here we go. Yes, throw genders away altogether. We are an LGBT plus supporting stream. Hell yeah. Yeah, this will take a while, friends, so we're gonna get this started. And I haven't been as good about posting videos because I am a dirty procrastinator, first and foremost, and I also have perfection paralysis when it comes to making videos. And so, at some point, I need to do, like, an explanation and update about what my two islands are about, because my husband graciously let me put a second Animal Crossing game on his Switch so that I have two islands to play around with. Hello, imperfectly Melanie. You were missed. Welcome back. Do I support bi people? I absolutely support bi people, and trans people, and non-binary people, and agendered people, and everything. In fact, so aside from this, we have been lovingly calling this the gay garden because I had this on the previous island before I reset, and so this is just like the gay garden. That's just how it is. Shauna said congrats. Oh wait, is she streaming right now? She better not finish before me. There's this rivalry between Shauna from Honeydrop Crossing and I where we try to raid each other, and she almost always finishes before I do, which means she raids me more than I do her, and I don't appreciate it, friends. I want to support her, and she doesn't let me. You're not good at uploading too. Yeah, what I want to do is I really just want to do the thing, and I have a hard time with that for some reason. I don't know why. Alright. Oh no. That's amazing. Yeah, so friends, if you are looking for amazing content, Honeydrop Crossing is one of my favorite people on YouTube. She is hilarious. She has an amazing community. And there's this whole story behind the barrel cult. And yes, you heard me right. It's the barrel cult. And there's a whole story behind it. And I highly recommend that you ask her about it because she'll tell you the story. And you absolutely watch two streams. And as I said, friends, I'm the sort of person that if you are a lurker, we support it. We support people who may have, you know, some anxiety with talking or, you know, being active. And that's okay. Some days you just need to have that deep breath in and exhale out and just shake it out. And just watch me build nonsense for 2 hours, 3 hours. You want to mod your Switch so you can make cliff bridges? Oh, man. So this is not me criticizing, but man, could you imagine Animal Crossing with the capabilities of modding? Like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think I would absolutely mod trees. Like, I know that we can do the cheats where you can put the tree on the edge of the cliff, but I think that should be standard. And then having like the roots on the side would be beautiful. Oh, she's villager hunting. Well, please tell her that I wish her the best on her villager hunt. And that if she raids me first, I'm going to, I don't know, roar like Godzilla. I don't know if that's a threat or not. She'd probably do it out of principle at that point. Oh, great. Flowers. I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Oh, and also, friends, aside from this being my non-time travel island, this island is going to be having Blathers in his tent for a long time. So do you have Blathers in his tent permanently? Is that like a plan that you have for him? Because I feel so bad. I love turning stuff in. I'm a completionist at heart. And friends, I haven't turned in any of this. And I feel like a monster. You could just pretend to raid her. No, if we're gonna raid her, it has to be true. It has to be true. So that's the other thing is I don't like Twitch as a platform right now just because of all the drama that's been going on with Twitch in general. But what is really great about Twitch is that you can support your streamer friends on your stream at the same time. And unfortunately, you can't really do that easily on YouTube. Wait, Diesel, you just got new underpants with Godzilla stomping on buildings? Shut the front door. That's a thing? I want underpants with Godzilla on them. I have been denied Godzilla pants. So sad. Oh, here. Can I put this here? What? Lies. Lies and slander. Okay. Twitch drama? Oh, friend. Let me tell you the tea. Let me tell you the tea. So, I'm not an active Twitch person. And the reason why is back in the day when Twitch introduced the fact that you can support a streamer with your Prime account, the first time it ever happened, my Twitch account got hacked and I was unable to access my stuff to the point where I was so turned off from Twitch I never thought that I would ever be on Twitch again until the streamers that I like to watch. So sometimes Pat from Nintendo Talk uses Twitch for non-Animal Crossing content or visiting random dream addresses. That's something that he likes to do on Twitch. Or Becca with a Book, who I'm a mod for and highly recommend her content. If you like good vibes and a little bit of spook, Becca with a Book is fantastic. Or Gamer Grill Ash. And one of the main issues that we've had as of late with Twitch is the fact that they have a new tagging system, which allows for people to, if you want to label yourself as an LGBTQ content creator, that's fine, or hard of hearing, or, anxiety, or being on the spectrum, that's fine. And if that's important to you, you should absolutely, if that's your identity, you should go for it. However, because of the tagging system, Twitch makes it easy for bigots to either filter out marginalized or POC content creators, and hate raids have become a thing. So it's like, I'm not the mod that does this because I'm still learning the mechanisms of like banning bots and stuff, but hate raids are on the rise on Twitch, and that's been a huge problem. And it's made streamers really hesitant to stream on Twitch because of that. So I'm like, Twitch, get your stuff together. Yeah. That's where I know you from. I'm crossing Jen on Twitch. Jen! Yes, yes. You're back. You gave some Sherb love. Did you threaten her with a Sherb time, Gabriel? Goodness gracious. But Jen, it is good to see you on another platform. You are delightful. So yeah, that is, and I consider that a huge problem because, you know, my other thing too is, although we don't talk about sex positivity on this channel because it's not really my job to do that, and I have no problem with content creators who utilize their sexuality in their content. That is a common concern with Twitch as well, is that it's becoming highly sexualized. And although, again, I feel really conflicted that I want to support people and be like sex positive, but then we need to consider what that means for Twitch as a platform. And so that is the tea, that is the drama, and it's difficult. Yeah, hate raids are terrible. And so, as I said, I'm not the mod that's like on it when it comes to just banning people. I'm mostly just trying to, I'm like the conversational mod, you know? But what's really sad is that these the fact that people create hate bots, like what are you doing with your life to cause such negativity for other people? You know what I mean? Like, come on. If you have that technical capabilities, surely you can utilize it for good instead of Lex Luthering all over the place. And like, I don't think Lex Luthor was even a bigot, as far as I know. He was just evil. You're always in Becca's streams and maybe responsible for the Becca situation. I remember that. Yes, so friends, please, for the love of all that is holy, consider becoming a follower or subscriber or, you know, with Becca with a Book, because one, she is a teacher, and you know me, I support teachers who stream, and also she is all about like positivity, but not like toxic positivity. She's talking about like being thoughtful and reflective, and you know, figuring out how you can learn from things instead of just like wallowing, and she's just great. So there you go. I love how you're saying what had to be said. Thank you, Brody. I mean, like, I'm not. The problem is that we have streamers like Pat from Nintendo Talk and Zach from Switch Force who are very knowledgeable about the news with like Nintendo, right? I'm not knowledgeable about non-binary wiles. Let's fix this. I'm not so knowledgeable about Twitch that I feel like I can like have a professional viewpoint of it. It's mostly what I've seen and what I've heard and what I've discussed with other people who are more knowledgeable. So, I mean, I really hope that Twitch gets its shiz together, but at the same time, I mean, the fact that they are allowing hate raids and there's not really a way, like the fact that the consumers have to deal with it themselves, it's a bad business model, you know? Yeah, mindfulnessly positive, love it. Yeah, it's not working. The fist bump thing is just. Streamlabs, let my husband fist bump me, please. Wow, that could have been. That could have been very, very inappropriate. So this PG-13 stream has now like increased in rating. I'm sorry. That was my rant on Twitch. And also, I'm just not a fan of Jeff Bezos. The fact that he is the way he is, just, ugh. Anyway. Yeah, I'm glad that people are finding my, my statement funny. Oh, geez. The weirdest stream. If people like look back on this, they're like, so Artsy dealt with a medical situation with her rabbit in the first thing, and then she started talking about Twitch and then sex positivity and balloons. Like that is on point though. That is on brand. That is on brand. We are now in our stream. So, and that's the other thing. Although I have been very adamant to not have a Twitch handle because, I mean, you can have people supporting you from the get-go, and that's great, but also, I don't know, there's a lot of entertainment, like, zhuzh that occurs with Twitch that doesn't happen with YouTube. For me, YouTube is a lot calmer, and then you just, like, you do you, but then there's these bits, and that you redeem points. And so it's like you have to do all this other stuff during a stream, and I'm just like, I'm concerned for that, you know? But I also am considering, because in the last year or so, I've been really interested in horror games. I am a huge scaredy cat, although, and I, you know, my previous island before the reset was going to be a horror island, but I've been really interested in playing horror games like Doki Doki Literature Club, and there's like another game, maybe Until Dawn, because of the butterfly effect and like consequences of your actions, you know? But I don't know if that would be good for the Artsy gamer on YouTube, but it may be good for Twitch. Found Coco twice and Clay 5 times. Gabriel, you're dead to me. And we're gonna be closing him in, so that's fine. That's fine. Time to drop some stuff up. I had just haphazardly placed things by villagers' houses and started moving them, and just left it there like you do. Doki Doki, yes. Doki Doki Literature Club is the rom-com we all know and love. Sure, Emily, go for it. You are welcome to suggest stuff. That is a-okay for me. You are still pumping iron? Isn't your... Okay, you have to switch your arms. Go work on leg day. Do yoga. Hello, you're finally home from school. Hello, Water Oasis. Welcome. Welcome. Your guinea pig is watching with you? Faith, it's super important that you tell me, 1, the name of your guinea pig so I can say hello to your guinea pig, and 2, what kind of guinea pig is it? Is it a long hair? Is it a curly hair? Is it just like your standard? I am not a guinea pig aficionado. I'm really just like pulling things out of my hat, so I have no idea. But, oh goodness. Let's get rid of some stuff. No, let's not drop things. My poor villagers are feeling closed in. Alright. Potato short hair? I mean, sentient potato is probably the best term for a guinea pig. So I played it with friends and we voiced out all the characters, and it was 100 times better experience that way because you all suffer a bit together. Yeah, and then there's Becca with a book plays Phasmophobia a lot, and so I've been considering like buying Phasmophobia to potentially like put the idea, and this is not to pressure Becca to do anything, but it would be super fun to have the mods play Phasmophobia with her. And she has a friend named Liz who plays Phasmophobia with her a lot and is often the sacrificial lamb, and so I'd be like, Liz, considering that I die a lot in horror games, or any game really that has a dying aspect to it, I will take your... Yes, hello Jelly Crossing, hello. Your roommate calls your puppy a guinea pig? Guinness is not a guinea pig though, he's a piece of work. Uh-oh, how do I get over here? Uh-oh. His name's Potato / Norma, and there's a short hair, there's a better way of saying it. Your cat's right next to you sleeping. Rosie, is your cat named Rosie? Is that where Rosie has been hiding from Foramora the entire time, right next to you? So like the character of the PC was voiced in our case by the worst California surfer dude voice. He voiced Yuri with a super high-pitched voice, and Natsuki had a chain smoker for 20 years. Oh my goodness. I don't know any of the characters, and so a friend of mine, back when he streamed full-time, had done the voice, and I have no idea. But that's the thing though, because despite the fact that Doki Doki Literature Club is absolutely a rom-com with such good vibes, I don't know if that would be appropriate for this show. especially since I know for a fact, and you know, we don't talk about ages in this channel, but I do know that we have minors that watch, and although I do believe that it's important for parents to moderate their kids' content to some degree, I can't be held liable for, you know, playing a horror game that somehow affects a child's sensibilities. You have to go for sex sending all the sure love. Oh my goodness. Gabriel, no. You play the Yandere sim, it's fun. I have no idea what that is. But I do know that there's quite a few horror games that are out on the Switch that I'm really interested in. But the problem is that I love living vicariously through other streamers. So having Becca play Until Dawn was great because it's more about understanding the choices that she made in the game versus me like being really into it and going, oh my god. And there's a friend of mine who was kind enough to play Resident Evil The Village, and for those who do not know, I actually developed a zombie phobia in my late teens, early 20s because of Resident Evil 3. And I, like, to the point where if zombies were featured for anything, I would have a panic attack, like, legitimately. And so it took me quite a few years to get over zombies in general. Although I will say that the only movie that I could handle zombies to any magnitude was Zombieland. Like, I couldn't handle Shaun of the Dead. That's how bad it was. And so I wanted to see how I could handle watching someone play a horror game from the franchise that had traumatized me, quite literally. And The Village was excellent. Like, if you like puzzle games and like the acting is kind of ridiculous, I highly recommend it. So Rosie, to answer your question, I'm going to do this first. So for my time, I stream Mondays and Fridays from 9:30 to about 12:30 in the morning. And for those who live in the United States, Eastern Standard Time, that translates to Sundays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. You went to this Japanese cafe for a smoothie, and when I was waiting for my drink, I saw this person who looked really cool. Heck yeah. Zombieland is the best movie to make a drinking game out of. Wait, what? I need context. What do you mean? I don't drink at the moment, but I'm curious. I could do shots of water. You've never been happier to not have a doll phobia? Oh my god. Oh, that was the worst part. I mean, this is totally spoilery, friends, but the game really does play into common phobias like claustrophobia, being in the dark, dolls. Yeah. And it was excellent though. It was super excellent. The other game that I want to get into, oh, Artsy, I don't know if it's me, but I feel your game audio is a bit too loud here. I will lower that. We're gonna do a test. Is the sound for the game versus my voice okay? Or is this too quiet? But I also want to play Little Nightmares, but the more that I see Little Nightmares, the more terrifying it is. I think if you want to do a scary game, you can just put a small disclaimer. That's a good point. You drink whenever a rule pops up or when one should pop. Oh god. That is a dangerous game. The dolls reminded me about my mom's Kachina dolls. Oh no, Emily, I'm sorry. I don't like Barbies. Like, I couldn't even touch them without freaking out. I also don't like needles and you have a big phobia of dark and night. So, I'm in top chat. What? I am sorry, friends. Oh my goodness. Maybe a touch louder on the game. Okay. Friends, I'm sorry if you've been talking. I am not ignoring you on purpose. It's just been one of those days. You couldn't hear me over the music. Ah! Why? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my mic because I'm literally like making out with Mike, the friendly microphone arm right now. And I don't know what's been going on with that. That's very frustrating. You can't really hear me, but I'm here. Alright, so we're gonna... Noise gate doesn't work. I'm going to turn off noise suppression, and then I'm just gonna keep talking, and I want to hear whether or not that changes anything, because I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna... Oh, I can keep doing that. That's good, that's good. Mike is a good listener, at least. I don't mind Kachina dolls, but I really learned that you need to display them in an open space per the tribe's beliefs, and that hers isn't a case. Oh, yeah. So, I was not a good Barbie person. I did not like Barbie dolls, really. I did not use them as intended, in the sense that when I was younger, I would often cut their hair, remove their heads, and sacrifice them to the teddy bears. So if you ever wondered what sort of psychological profile makes up the artsy gamer, there you go. So how is the sound with noise suppression? Is there any change at all to the sound? Because maybe I can change to compressor. Maybe. Is that better? Or I can just talk really loud. Did you decapitate Barbie? I absolutely did. I absolutely decapitated her. It was awful. Barbie dismount. I think it's because Barbie originally was a fashion toy. You know, like you dress them up and you play house, I guess. Still the same. Okay. We're gonna try removing the limiter then and see if that works. You think you sound good? Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. And so, I was just never really a doll person. I was the sort of kid that was really texture focused. I liked things that could fit in the small of my hands. So for example, here, this is actually a little like toy I made back in like, oh geez, it's green screen. Oh goodness, oh goodness. So this is like a little bat that I made from like an Artsy pattern, and it is, yeah. Oh geez, oh geez. So I like little toys that you can fit in your hands. That's like my thing. And Barbie just did not fit that bill. And my mom was heartbroken, like literally heartbroken, that I did not like Polly Pocket. You can't tell the difference with what I'm doing? Man. How about if I remove gain? Yeah, I think it's just a self-expression, and also, I don't know if it was because I had, you know, body issues and that Barbie was not representing what I looked like, and so I felt that I was in the wrong. I don't know. But I will say that Barbie has gone in a fantastic direction. You know, they're adding body types, various body types, they're adding various skin colors, and, you know, the fact that they're not making Barbie stupid. You know, that, do you remember that whole scandal about like math being hard in the 90s for Barbie? So the fact that they're really pushing a better narrative for Barbie for as being a good role model for young girls or boys, you know, it's I think that's great. But I'm not a Barbie person. Did you have Mad Max instead of Polly Pocket? I did not. I don't think I was allowed to have violent toys, mostly because I sacrifice Barbie to the teddy bear, so I don't think my parents wanted to encourage that behavior. Yeah, there's even Barbies with vitiligo. Yeah. And, you know, there's even Barbies who are physically disabled, you know, that they have wheelchairs, and they actually have the correct wheelchair, not just like the hospital grade ones, like the actual movement things. And so I honestly believe it's going in the right direction. I don't know what they're doing for the Ken dolls or the other male equivalent, but I do like where it's going. I don't think if, you know, once we have children, I don't know if we'll like encourage Barbies. I'm the sort of person that really hopes to like encourage kids to build their own toys. And, you know, soft toys are easier to clean anyway. But yeah, so that is some new information for y'all about Artsy today. You've seen one with a prosthetic leg? That's awesome. So I do have high hopes for Barbie. And I will say though that back in the day, does anyone remember like Barbie Detective, the game, the computer game? Man, we have it easy for games now because we usually just had to kind of go at it blindly and die, or, you know, deal with some stalker in a carnival. And here you have walkthroughs, you know? Yay, internet. But yeah, Barbie Detective was hard. You're like Sid from Toy Story ripping heads off Barbie. I was not that bad. I was not that bad. I did not like cut them into pieces and turn them into other things. I never did that. It was mostly just that, you know, why would you have a typical length of hair for your Barbie? I grew up with Barbies, and it wasn't Barbies that messed up my self-esteem, it was my peers. Reach. Honestly, Barbie kind of looks to me, blonde hair and skinny body since genetics, and she's smart with math, so I'm scared. Why would you be scared? I mean, it's, to me, I'm not making fun of Barbie, right? If there are girls who find a lot of solace in seeing themselves in their dolls, like American Girl. I was a big American Girl person. Samantha was my first. Josefina was my second. And then I had one that looked sort of kind of like me. And so that's another franchise that is really improving its brand on being more accepting. So it's like, I have no problem with brands of toys and even games that are being more inclusive. But just back in the day. Whoa, is it getting foggy? Yeah. You're back? Sherba's my girl boss. I mean, boys can be girl bosses. It's fine. It's fine. I support it. Samantha was yours too, Jelly, right? Samantha was great. Yeah. Yeah, no, I liked Samantha a lot. You honestly don't like American Girl dolls, but I have one and it's been in my closet sleeping for like 3 years. Hey, look, it's cryostasis. It's fine. Sometimes you need to closet cryostasis. Did I even like make a dent in this? Oh, I did. Wow. This is okay. Wow. Oh goodness. Oh goodness. Oh friends, this is gonna be a time. Oh geez. Oh geez. It was your girl. Love it. Love it. Mine's in your mom. I don't even know where my American Girls are. Something happened to Josefina's hair where I don't know if it got burned or something, but the hair got super messed up and we could never fix it. You remember some of the older American Girl doll books from the school? Yeah, those were top tier. And then there was the American Girl software game. I'm struggling with not liking my body, and I always wear oversized shirts to hide my stomach, and I really think it's because of this internet. Yeah, so I had incredibly low self-esteem when I was younger. I had, we're gonna get very TMI. So I had a hormonal imbalance where I started puberty at the age of 9. And so my body changed very drastically, and just due to life events, I was not a healthy human being. And what I really wished that I had done, and something that, you know, my husband and I have been talking about when we have kids, is, you know, how do we approach unhealthy habits that we're starting to notice in our children without it being like so detrimental to their self-esteem. And what I think is really important is taking on a sentiment of like, if you are not happy with where you're at, there's a healthy way of figuring out. But there's also like, if you ever decide to read Burnout by Amelia and Emily Nagoski, it talks about the BMI conspiracy, where there's really no one-size-fits-all perfect body type. You know, like, I am a short person with a relatively stocky, like an Irish build, in the sense that my bones are very dense. My shoulders are very wide, so I am never going to be a 6'2", you know, supermodel that looks almost like a fairy, you know? But that doesn't mean that my body type is wrong. And that doesn't mean that having a stomach is problematic. It's more about, you know, how do you feel? How do you feel like you can be active? Do you enjoy exercising, or is there something about being active that you enjoy? Is there something about your eating habits? Are you, you know, a habitual mindless eater? Is that something that, you know, you need to work on? And that's completely different than being like, oh, I have to be this size and this weight and look a certain way, because, you know, at the end of the day, beauty standards are constantly changing. And what really matters is how, like, are you your best self? And if the answer is no, then the important thing is figuring out what is your best self and what makes you feel you're most beautiful. So this is the conversations that we have in the stream all the time. You have that kind of build too, so a lot of women's clothes fit weird. It's a struggle. Leggings and long tunics and like flowy shirts are my jam. Also, like, so back before the COVID times, HubSpot and I had friends over to, like, because it had been a while since we had teachers to do like a potluck. And there is this lovely man who, you know, is who brought his boyfriend with him. And, you know, I have an undercut and I was wearing plaid. And I found out that he was originally from Oregon. And so I was talking about how, like, he was saying that, like, yeah, you totally fit like the lesbian lumberjack vibe. And I'm like, that's exactly what my husband and I like say that I like my aesthetic is. And it's like, I would be totally lesbian if I was gay. Like a lesbian lumberjack, hell yeah. And I think we broke him because he didn't expect that, you know, comment. But yeah, and there's so many different ways that you can figure out what fits your body. But ultimately, you know, women who are quote unquote overweight can wear crop tops and pencil skirts. I mean, like, there's nothing stopping ya, really. If I can find a nice button shirt to fit my bust, I know. Honestly, we need to have a culture that encourages tailored clothing, because my biggest thing, and my therapist has suggested, like, I'm not fully diagnosed as OCD, but I do have OCD-like tendencies, and I do focus on numbers, right? And so I was a certain person that, like, if I couldn't fit into the size that I thought I was supposed to be, I wouldn't buy the shirt or the pants, despite the fact that I loved it. And I've since changed that because size is ridiculous for women, first and foremost, because it's not standardized. And secondly, it doesn't matter. You know, one size bigger or larger really just depends on your frame. You miss your old gym, never felt more motivated to work out with those beautiful people, but I haven't had any luck. Oh man. I don't know if this really makes sense, but what you're saying, but I'm tall and skinny and can't ever find pants or long enough skirts, so I don't really feel good in some clothes. I mean, that's absolutely a valid sentiment, because we, unfortunately, depending on the brand, it doesn't work for some people, and that's so devastating. So what I'm really hoping is that we have the ability to encourage people to start tailoring or building up their own, like, you can design your own clothing, which is why, like, if we ever become, like, wealthy, in the sense of, like, we don't have to worry about, you know, money, I would actually like to have my clothing designed that fits my body, instead of worrying about sizes that don't matter. Frick body standards. What was your favorite cartoon when you were younger? Oh, is it getting too much for the chat? My favorite cartoon as a you're asking the wrong question, because we'll be here forever. I was a Nickelodeon kid, and also a Saturday morning Warner Brothers kid. And so Recess is one of my favorites of all time. And I also love Hey Arnold, Rugrats. Cat Dog was really interesting. I got into Phineas and Ferb, like, as a teenager. I thought it was hilarious. What was the other ones that I really liked? Ooh, Angry Beavers. I wish we had universal sizes like men do. I don't know if they're worried women won't like seeing bigger numbers based on measurements or what, but at least sizes would be the same. I mean, and that's the thing. That is kind of like the BMI conspiracy, is that we control people with numbers, and it's dumb. Hey Arnold, yes. Hey Arnold is dark though. I mean, it's kind of like the old Animal Crossing franchise. You didn't realize how dark it was until you went back and you were like, holy moly. Did anyone ever watch Full House? I watched Full House a little bit. I'm trying to remember, like, what other shows that I liked watching. It's been a hot minute. Like, we have a TV now, but we connect it to, like, Disney Plus and Netflix, so we've been on a Star Trek kick. I've never watched Star Trek until this year, so it's been really interesting to watch the old shows. Pengu. I was also an avid OG Pokemon watcher. It got a little weird when it, like, progressed after the original Pokemon movie, which I watched in theaters, by the way. And All Real Monsters, God, such a good show. And the original Teen Titans, because the Teen Titans Go that's now, I have opinions. And here's the thing too, like, perhaps it's me, but I do feel that younger content, like for young kids, has gotten really dumb. Like, there was a show called Annoying Orange, and I don't know if it's still on, but it was like an anthropological experience of, like, why is this on air? But however, Steven Universe is excellent. Oh man, I'm so sorry that my sound is not working. I feel really bad about it because I am talking pretty loud, and the fact that it's not working. All right. Whoa, that's super loud. Oh geez. Oh geez. Super loud. Let's try this. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is this better? What is with today? Hi. Oh god, is it really loud? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Is it... How about now? How about now? Oh geez. Oh god. Okay. Alright, so I've switched to this like this microphone. I'm sorry if I'm hitting it, but can you all hear me okay? I know the quality is probably diminished significantly. Yeah, the mic was better. I don't understand what's going on because it's connected. This is so weird. So frustrating. It's fine, just don't touch it. Oh my goodness. Oh man, okay. Well, the stream is cursed apparently, I guess. So I am sorry that the quality has gone down significantly. I don't know what the heck is going on. I'm probably going to have to ask HubsMod for some technical funsies. But I really don't know what the issue is. So just to make sure, can I be heard okay? And I know that it doesn't sound, you know, quality, but we're gonna hope for the best. God. Oh man. This is a bummer. This is such a bummer. I don't know what happened. Like, maybe the raid kindness broke the chat. Okay. Hello, Ryan. If I haven't said hello to you, hello. Goodness. Oh, man. Bummer. Super bummer. That is actually the first time that I think I've ever had an issue with my microphone not working. And that's kind of a problem because, I mean, the toner mic is, you know, pretty cheap in comparison to a lot of, you know, good mics, but it shouldn't be broken like this. We're sorry. I know. It's all y'all's fault. It's all y'all's fault. The voice is better. God. Alright. Well, anyway. So at least I can talk relatively quiet because I was practically shouting in order to be heard. So I have no idea what's going on. Oh wait, you know what? Let's look into settings. Maybe output. No. No. Are there any hotkeys that I didn't get rid of? No. Okay. What is technology? But hey friends, this is a lesson in accepting things don't always go to plan, right? Like, you either
focus on it and get really, really upset, or you just roll with it. And thank you, Titan Hero Studios, for subscribing. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. It's even raining, like the mood, friends. The mood. Do I need anything for the build? I think I'm okay. I think I'm good. So far, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to feature the volcano, but right now it's just building the volcano. I'm sure that I will figure out something that I'm going to need. I used quite a bit of Nook Miles tickets finding villagers, but I don't know. I don't think I've gotten to that point of notoriety that I feel comfortable accepting a lot of Nook Miles tickets from people. But yeah. Yeah, it's not as good. I know. I'm sorry. My sister and I each bought 2 amiibo packs from Target. Between the 2 of us, we found some of our dreamies, Flora and Mitzi. Congrats. Congrats. I think, so, it's not set in stone, but, you know, Hubsmod and I have been in Korea. We've been here for 5 years, and we haven't visited the States since 2019. And one of the requirements in Korea is that you have to be vaccinated to really leave the country. Otherwise, like, I mean, there are people who early in the pandemic left the country to get vaccinated elsewhere, and because of that, they're stuck. Like, they can't leave the country. And so the rule that we had was we have to be fully vaccinated, which is something that has been kind of late for me, and I'm very excited. It's weird to be excited about medical stuff, but I am scheduled to get vaccinated in late September. And so, although we're not keeping any promises or making any promises when it comes to whether or not we're visiting for the winter, but we would really like to go back to the States to visit family because we haven't seen them in person since 2019. And we would really like to do that. And I always thought it'd be really fun to go to Target and pick up some amiibos. That'd be fun. But I'm really glad that Nintendo finally listened to everyone who was like, bring us our amiibos, please. Oh, they're cheap on Amazon? Really? The last time I checked on Amazon, they were expensive AF. Like, super expensive. So that's nice to know. My subscribers count is 310. That's awesome. Alright. You got your arch nemesis Soleil and your least favorite villager Tammy. Oh my goodness. So, those who do not know me, and I will probably get so many people unsubscribing, but here is my very unpopular opinion. I do not like Raymond. And I've always talked about the idea, at least with the Spoop island that I had, that I would love to have Raymond as my nemesis, because he reminds me of Hannibal. And although I am a full supporter for those who have, you know, morbid curiosities about, you know, death and dying and serial killers, I do not like the romanticization of serial killers in American culture. And so anytime I see him, I'm like, he has bodies buried in places, friends. So, oh, thank you. Oh, hello, S'more ACNH. It's nice to see you. And I know that it's not an unpopular opinion. I do think that Raymond is pretty overrated for a lot of people. But I've never met the man, so I'm sure he's fine. But I don't need those serial killer vibes on my island. That's what Sherp is for. It's third party on Amazon, but all of mine works. I have 70 so far. Jay Gons, you are rich in the amiib, let me tell you. I think I have 20. I got them from Artsy. And they were relatively expensive, but I had a good standing with the seller, and so because I bought from her before, she gave me like a she gave me a 50% discount, so it was pretty awesome. My love for true crime comes from anxiety. I know what to avoid. Exactly. Like, and hey, if true crime is fascinating to you, that's fine. I go on these binges where I'm really interested in like mummies and death rituals, and if you are really interested first and foremost in the death industry and, you know, understanding about death positivity and death and dying, Ask a Mortician is one of the best out there, and she's so funny. She's so funny. And so it's like morbid curiosity is not the problem. It's more about the idea that shows in American culture tend to portray serial killers in a certain way, and for the most part, that's just not how serial killers are. And I know it's fascinating to understand like what makes a serial killer tick and like what makes people do awful things, but you know, we're in the middle of a panorama, friends. Like that's not the vibe I need. They actually restocked the series at Target, so check Target online. I cannot order from Target because I live abroad. That's the other main problem. You'll have to look at her. Yeah, no, Caitlin Doty is amazing, and she has also written really cool books. Like, her most recent one was Will Cats Eat My Eyeballs? And that's where the whole thing with Raymond started. And other, like, questions from young deathlings. So it's questions that children have asked about death and dying. And, oh man, she's great. She's great. Yeah. Her books are fantastic, and they're available on Audible, and she narrates them herself. So that is, she's great. Love it. I think I even have her, if you go onto my main page for the Artsy Gamer, I have Animal Crossing content creators and then informational content creators. And I've been really into reptiles recently. I don't know why, but it's all Snake Discovery's fault. But I've been really interested in learning about like keeping reptiles. I have a hard time with the idea of keeping reptiles now because traveling with rabbits abroad was a nightmare, and I can only imagine what it would be like to travel with reptiles, and it would be a darn shame if something happened to a reptile in transit. Like, he's a cat with 2 different eye colors, what's so special? I don't know. You're gonna go to bed. Good night. Good night. Have a good one. You've gotten those questions from kids. It's like panic moment for me to answer those. Yeah, it's I think it's really interesting because I know that there are people who are very religious, and it's very hard to scientifically explain like what happens with death and dying without like, you know, also putting people's personal beliefs in question. So it really depends. It's definitely a learning curve, and that was also a big thing is I used to have a huge phobia about death and dying. I think it was connected to separation anxiety as a kid. And so that has been a really big life lesson for me, especially since, you know, the people who've been on this channel know this, but my husband and I have had a very turbulent trying to conceive journey with 4 pregnancy losses within, you know, 2 years. And so dealing with losses has been a very big, I would say, a learning moment that I hope has made me a better person. But my therapist has been telling me, like, you know, trauma and loss really changes you, and it changes your perspective of life. And, you know, it's what you do with it and how you approach it with other people that becomes very important. You love Snake Discovery, right? Right? I love Snake Discovery, they're great. Yes. Oh, your mom lost 5 before you? I'm so sorry. Yeah, it is. It's one of those, like, those private clubs that no one wants to be part of. But I've been very fortunate that, you know, I haven't been bitter about the experience. It's very easy to be better, and that's why I'm like, therapy is so important. If you want to, it's okay not to. Thank you, Emily. You also checked out Becca with a book on Twitch. Thank you, Riches. I've done my modly job of supporting other content creators. So yeah, Yeah, this is actually kind of like on point of how what we talk about. We talk about like life and love and body, self-esteem stuff, and you know, Apple, the Cthulhu animal. So whenever we go villager hunting and Apple shows up, I'm of the opinion that her eyes, it's like they're the void. And when you stare into the void stares back. It's Lovecraftian as heck. And, you know, back when I had the other island where Winnie was the cultist, I mean, Apple would absolutely be the enabler. So, you have 2 beautiful daughters conceived via IVF. Hit me up if you ever need to vent. Oh, Jen, thank you. Yeah, it is a journey. Let me tell you, I'm actually working on a graphic memoir called Don't Borrow Trouble, which really talks about how, I know this is interesting, which really talks about how pregnancy books don't focus on, if we talk about the bell curve with, you know, statistics when it comes to pregnancy and trying to conceive, that's not what happens. Pregnancy books focus on the ideal pregnancy, not what actually occurs normally. And to me, what I find really fascinating is that I'm learning a lot about the toxic positivities of like pregnancy and trying to conceive. And, you know, my journey about understanding that there's a lot of people who work really hard to become parents. And I honestly think that this experience and working with my therapist has been like, what lessons do I want to take with me in order to be a better parent? So it's been a time. Winnie was the cultist? Yep, absolutely. So Old Port started, this was the island reset like from weeks ago. The island started right around when Bunny Day was becoming a thing. And so if you can imagine Zipper T Bunny being on a deserted island with you with maybe 5 villagers, it's terrifying. But Winnie was all for it. And I was like, Winnie, do we need to have an intervention? And so she became the Bunny Day cultist. Do you mean What to Expect sort of books? Yes, that one. Absolutely. And also, like, what I don't understand, and I mean, I know that sex ed is very problematic in the United States anyway, because, you know, you either have, it's mostly abstinence oriented, or, you know, you can opt out. But, you know, why aren't we taught about miscarriages as kids? Like, why aren't we taught about, you know, the effects on both, you know, the birth parent and the non-birth parent about loss? Because, man, I was schooled, friends. I was schooled. Artsy, I think the sub number glitch hit again. Well, so here's my theory, friends. I think when it comes to YouTube, when there's a lot of people that subscribe all at once, it takes YouTube a bit to like realize that I've like become popular. We're gonna make you popular. So it's okay. We're not gonna worry about it. We're not gonna worry about it. Because it's not a numbers game, friends. We're making friends along the way, and if YouTube needs to like get its stuff together, it's okay. I think it's a hard concept to grasp for kids unless they have a parent who's going through it. That's also fair. That's also fair. You have a ton of Animal Crossing recipes if I want them. Oh goodness. I may take you up on that later, but as I said, I'm going to be... Oh my god. Oh, that empty space. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of filling in to do, friends. Hi, Artsy! Hello, Zenobia! Hello, my friend. But it is one to explore, yeah. I mean, it's also just very difficult because everyone approaches pregnancy loss differently. And so we don't have a shared language when it comes to loss in general. I mean, when we talk about death and dying, or just loss, it's people treat it and approach it in so many different ways that it's really hard to standardize it. But I think what's really important is that we should have a standard way of helping people heal. So I don't know, and what ties into pregnancy loss is that Animal Crossing was my self-care. during the second pregnancy loss, and so that's kind of how Artsy Gamer, where MK's casual content started. And so when people ask me like, how did I get into Animal Crossing, I'm like, through trauma. And what's been really fascinating is that's not uncommon. So what my favorite story that I heard about like dealing with a really hard time was K Daisy, who's formerly known as the Organized Gamer, and who has another YouTube channel called The Organized Soprano, said that she started playing Animal Crossing after 9/11 because I don't know if that was like her form of self-care, but that was a really prominent point in her life of like going to grad school and 9/11 happening, and then she started playing Animal Crossing. And so I think it's very interesting when Animal Crossing as a franchise becomes relevant for people and how it affects what's going on. And there's a lot of theories about like why Animal Crossing New Horizons was so prominent during the pandemic. It's because this was one of the very few ways that people could connect to one death. I mean, there's so many instances, for example, of people having memorials and memorial services for those that they lost during the pandemic, or pets dying, or just not being able to mourn people in person. And so that was a really interesting thing for me to see, that why Animal Crossing New Horizons became a very beloved game. And I think unfortunately, because it's a very beloved game during a hard time, a very traumatic time for the world, is that with Nintendo's marketing mistakes about updates and not being communicative, people are like, what are you doing? You lost your baby goat and a couple of chickens, and I only have 11 pets, but I've got some ducks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. And that's the other thing too, having pets. But something came good from the trauma, which is good and difficult to accomplish. It's all about a matter of perspective, and I don't mean that it's easy, right? I mean, that's toxic positivity. It's, you have to wade through the ick in order to get through it. And Animal Crossing was that moment of like, I'm not gonna work on myself, I'm gonna work on my island. Hey Artsy, I know you said you were going to make this a volcano island, but have you thought of making a homage to the best volcano in Pokemon and have a house based on Blaine's gem? Is Blaine from the original Pokemon? Because if it's like from anything past like Game Boy Color, red, blue, yellow, the other one, then I have no idea who that is. My aunt died of ALS. Oh, that's unfortunate. And we went about closure of it by going to Disneyland because she loved it so much. That is awesome. Yeah, Riches, my Streamlabs is currently on break. I have no idea. I think maybe I said something that hurt its fifis, and it decided that it was just like, we need to take a break from each other. And then, the microphone arm doesn't work, so now I have to use this dinky thing. God. Oh, man. Oh, it's original Pokemon? Okay. Yeah. Was Blaine the one that had the duck with the lobes, like the Ferengi lobes in the fire? What was his name? Magma something? I am totally losing my geek creds right now. That would be cool. There's actually on Reddit recently, someone made a Pokemon island. It was amazing. Like, they used the hedge standees and the grass standees to like have that wild grass, and they've put pixelated pictures of the Pokemon like Spearow in the plains, and I was like, this is brilliant. Cinnabar Island. Oh. I remember Cinnabar. It's been a hot minute. Oh my goodness. This is a time. I did not think, well, part of me and my biggest issue with streaming is that I tended to do a lot of things off stream, which meant that I finished builds without having any sort of consistency or updates. So I either need to work on things off stream and then update people with videos, or I need to solely just work on things on stream. Magmar had the ball chin. Oh my goodness. Ugh. So funny. There were some Pokemon that it was like only a true Pokemon master could love, and I was not. I'm also like, I really don't care about stats. It's all just about how they make me feel. What's the is it Mudkip? Is that I love Mudkip. I love just the entire thing about Mudkip. Such a good fit. And he's not an original, I know, but ugh, so cute. So cute. And then there's like swamp something. Wow. Wow. Way to go, Artsy, with names. I still think that my favorite thing that happened on stream when we were talking about media was we were talking about Harry Potter, and I was one of those kids that started reading Harry Potter when it first came out, like when I was 8 years old. Went to the first movie in theaters on my birthday. So I was like trying to remember the houses, and I was like, oh, Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, the red one, and I was just like, because the red one's not important. Do you want recipes to stream? No, I'm okay. I'm okay, thank you. That's all right. I appreciate it though. I'm trying to finish this blob that I'm trying to create, and the best way to do that is just waxing poetic and talking about weird nonsense while just filling in the blanks. And no, that is not what I asked you to do, self. Get it together. Get it together. I see how it is. You heard you like Mudkip, so we put Mudkip in your Mudkip. Yeah, it's Mudkip's great. And I don't know if that's just because I like salamanders. It could be that. Can I see your map? Sure, absolutely. It's like it's terrible. And so I wish I could like show you my little like cursor. So at the back is going to like be curved a bit, but yeah, this is insane. This is insane. I had delusions of productivity and terraforming today, and when I said it was going to be a terraform heavy stream, I was not kidding. I tell it like it is. That was such an old meme. I know. I am not with it, friends. Like, we were talking about slang a couple of streams ago, and I'm like, the only slang that I know is being on fleek. I don't know pog. I don't know period. I don't know, what's another one that completely is, I don't know if it's a Gen Z thing, or if it's just I'm not cool. And I have accepted my lot in life of not being cool. What you see is what you get. May you say your dream address? Of course you may. You are more than welcome to do that. A lot of dirt, that's okay. What's my dreamy? My favorite villagers are Antonio and Vesta, and I currently have Antonio on the second island. He doesn't really fit, but we're gonna make it work, and I love Vesta. Vesta was my OG normal on my first island, and she is a freaking candy corn sheep. Like, what's not to love? Truly. So I also just love the sheep species in general, with the exception of Frida. And Dom is terrifying because of Evil Imp. It's all Evil Imp's fault. And Pietro's okay. This would be perfect. Why not put the Phoenix Ostrich at the very center of the volcano, since her name is Phoebe? I guess, but so the lore, friends, is that this is a volcanic research institute, and 8 of the 10 villagers are researchers. And if we ever, if we ever have Plucky leave, I would be willing to replace her with Phoebe, but I'm also okay with just, oh, she's also a bird. Huh, that may work. Your mom's congratulating you for waking up early, me who got to buy turnips. She doesn't need to know your reasons for getting up. If you're up, you're up. It's fine. That's kind of like getting up at like 6 in the morning for Saturday morning cartoons. It doesn't matter that you're up for hilarity. It's just that you're up. I used to be the kid that, you know, Christmas ran on a different time. You know what I mean? Like, I was up at 5 in the morning. And my parents learned, and this is something that my parents made Christmas incredibly magical for me as a child, and especially my mom. So she knew that a way to keep a child busy and not wake up parents on Christmas is that you have stocking with like little knickknacks and food. The one time that you're allowed chocolate and candy canes for breakfast, and you are given like little toys that are already like the Santa presents that are left out so that you can play for hours, and then when all the parents are ready to be awake and the family is over, that's when you open the big presents. So I mean, I loved that concept. I thought it was great, and I'm more than happy to do that when we have our children. But it's like Christmas had a different biological clock, you know? It's like I was up at 3 or 4 in the morning. Why are you up so late? Beetles on palm trees spawn at night. I love those reasons. You know what I mean? Like if you know, my child told me that, I'm like, okay, that's fine. You have about 30 minutes to catch your beetles. Because beetles sell for a lot, friends. Do they not understand? Friends, our himbo is out in the wild. He is looking at a snail, like you do. Pierce is amazing. I wasn't sure how I felt about the eagles because Frank absolutely ruined them for me. No, I am keeping you from coming in here. But Pierce is great. I have to wait till all my family members come over so we can all celebrate together. That's awesome. 4 in the morning is the best scene from the backside. You work at evenings, Diesel, though. Like, your time, you're up at 4 in the morning. Like, that's midway through your shift. Is he clipped into the cliff? He's not. I'm not gonna be mean and like wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? You gotta save the himbos. Hashtag save the himbos. They're a critically endangered species, and they must be saved. I also will say that so far, Avery is great. Like, Frank was just a fluke, I guess, but Avery's been awesome. His interior is also, it looks like Arizona. Oh, so good. That is almost done with my shift? Oh. Your dream address. So Faith's dream address is DA242803679392. Be sure to visit. How much longer until the stream ends? We have about 40 minutes left. So as I said, this was the stream. We are building the volcano. Huh. And then next week, we need to decide whether or not, well, first I need to figure out this whole mic situation. But I'm thinking of either going villager hunting for Clay and Coco, because they are the spirits of the volcano, or we move on to the nature park. So it kind of depends. Arizona, I heard my state, what do we do now? You celebrate it. Save the himbos. Save the hippos. My cat wants to eat them. No! No! Cats are responsible for like decimating small bird and amphibian populations. No! It's a little messy. We support messcore. It's fine. It's fine. Sylvana's your B-Day twin. Don't know how to say her name. Sylvana. Sylvana. Daisy is my birthday twin. Which, you know, is not bad. She is a generically cool villager. The nature park? Okay. Yeah, I want to build... So what I did for EUNOIA, which is the nature park build, is I've moved all of the villagers where I need them to... Well, not where I need them to go, but I've started, like, placing them. And what I want to do is I want to build up the campsites with the log cabin houses. And I also want to build the marsh. So we're going to have a huge marshland on the left side. Yours is Jambette, Jen, my condolences. Condolences. Which is a shame, because I'm sure Jambette is great. You know what I mean? Like, it's not her fault. It's Nintendo's fault. Ellie is your birthday twin, absolutely adorable. That's awesome. That's awesome. Man, could you imagine, like, if I had Raymond as my birthday twin, I'd have to have him on my island as in principle and find a way to deal with it. All right, I think the himbo has left the building, so I can do this. Your birthday twin is Coach. I loved Coach. I know that, so for those who are new, there's actually a video on it, but I had on my second island, Coach and Colton. And Coach and Colton were legitimately a couple. I mean, they were in each other's houses all the time. They shared catchphrases. They asked me to gift each other stuff. Like, it was insane. And they were like always together. I think I had 13 screenshots within the span of 5 months that the island was active, where they were always together. There is incriminating evidence of the gayness, and we love it. And I know that Coach is not a favorite villager, but he's amazing. He was great. Like, he and Colton together were just chef's kiss. They were like the Buddha judges, you know? It was great. Mine is Callie. I should have tried to get her for your birthday. Heck yeah. Oh, 110 Fahrenheit. Oh no. Ugh. No thank you. No thank you. That is not a fun time. I used to be very heat intolerant, and now I think my temperature tolerance has raised, but I'm very much like, I'm a cold-blooded person. Oh wait, if I'm a cold-blooded person, I prefer heat. I am a warm-blooded person. I prefer it cool. It was 100 today in September. Oh no. Ugh. We've had really great weather recently. We've had a lot of rain. Unfortunately, for those who don't know, Korea has an air pollution problem. I mean, some people say, oh, it's because of China, but really, Korea is also at fault. And so, back before the panorama like times with COVID, we would often wear face masks for 2 reasons. One, it is culturally expected that if you have a cold and you have to go to school or you have to travel, that you wear a mask to protect other people, because it's rude to infect people. And secondly, we wear masks in order to protect ourselves from toxic, micro stuff in the air. And so when the pandemic hit, wearing face masks wasn't really an issue for me. But recently we've had an uptick in air pollution, and so we have to close our windows. But last week, we were actually able to open our windows and air out the apartment. Oh, it was so nice. It's currently 58 here. It's 15C where I am. Wow. Yeah, for me, I think it's like in the mid 20s. Like, it's 76 in freedom units here. But, oh man. It's been a pretty relaxed summer, all things considered. It never exceeded 38 Celsius or 100 Fahrenheit for us. So, no complaints. It's getting pretty cold down here in Mississippi, but it sucks in the daytime because my air conditioning is not working. Oh, Faith, I'm so sorry. Ugh, I'm so sorry. It's really unfortunate because the United States has a certain standard of how they build their houses, and I've learned that there's this whole anthropological study about how air conditioning in the United States is racist. And not the sense that air conditioning is racist or having an air conditioner means you're racist. It's the idea that it's changed how we approach air conditioning, and the idea that like back in the day before air conditioning was a thing, houses were built in order to either, insulate hot or cold, air, and how we don't do that anymore. So there's like this whole thing about it that it was really fascinating, and I'm not versed on how or why it's changed, but it was just a fascinating notion to me that air conditioning and housing standards are not environmentally sound. No, I was looking at the chat and I hit the wrong button. Sad face. But after this, I will unfortunately have to speed nom a thing and check on the rabbit and see how she's doing. And I'm really hoping that her digestive issues have fixed itself. They usually do. But if not, it means I get to go to the vet. And that's not that I don't love my vet, because my vet is one of the best that I've ever had. It's the fact that they are so good at what they do, they're constantly swamped, and I don't want to add to that. You know what I mean? Maybe it's cheaper not to do it. I guess what's really just the whole housing situation in the United States is kind of ridiculous. The fact that there are more empty houses that could fit and help all of the homeless in the United States is just, it's obscene. And we're building more. It's just, anyway. I have a lot of soapboxes today. I should probably just have a bunch of tissue boxes that are labeled soapboxes next to me and then just move it in screen. So whenever I go on to this rant, just move the soapboxes in. Hey Beneficial Gamer, how are you doing? We're doing great. We are having sound issues, so I'm currently unfortunately using this microphone instead of this microphone. And we'll hopefully have that figured out by freaking Monday. So if my sound quality is off, I apologize. The US is its own cluster. I know. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Man, my green screen is really powerful today too. And quite possibly haunted. I mean, I just assume because there are so many ancient burial grounds across the planet that we're just on a worldwide burial thing, and we have somehow upset everyone. What days do you stream? I stream Mondays and Fridays my time from 9:30 to 12:30 on the regular, which usually translates to 8:30 to about 11:30 p.m. Sundays and Thursdays Eastern Standard Time. The green screen sucked the power out of the mic. It's literally a piece of fabric, though. That's the thing. It's not even electricity run. The valid hypothesis. I mean, it really, that is the only option we have. Your apartment that you live in now is making visitors pay to park in visitor parking $12 for 24 hours? Jeez, that's obscene. That's obscene. I wonder if that's to keep out people who are unfortunately having to live in their cars for a certain time. Actually, where are we at right now? Speaking of, friends, this is painful. You know what? We're just gonna do this. Yep. Maybe I'll feel better if I just like cut through it and feel like I'm actually doing stuff. But yeah, so the plans for this island are there's not going to be a lot of fruit trees, with the exception of being near Sylvana's house because she's our horticulturalist on the island. So she'll probably have the fruit trees and like beehives and all of that stuff and the flowers. And it's going to be mostly hardwood trees with cedar trees. It'll suck, but you can do it. I know. I know. When did you get 3 stars and how? I got 3 stars last week, and what I did... So, here is my theory, is the fact that when you time travel, you have a harder time making 3 stars because you're not actually building up as you go. And so, my theory is that when you don't time travel, and any time that you start, like, building up around your villagers' houses... That's what really brings the star quality up. And you know, the island doesn't know what sort of stuff you're putting down. So if you don't mind making a mess, you can just have certain instances of just like pockets full of mess on all 4 corners of your island. I think the way that I got to 3 stars was I had 8 villagers on my island, and I had 2 bridges and 2 inclines, and I got rid of the inclines for this. And I put stuff around my villagers' houses, like 3 or 4 things. And I cheated a little bit. I put fences behind trees, and I guess it counted. So having at least 50 pieces of fencing really helps. And that's what I did. And also I removed all the weeds and I planted a lot of flowers in the front and on the sides. And that's how I got there. You can also just like, if you are starting to get repeats of fossils, put down a bunch of fossils. The way that a viewer, Gabriel, calls it is the 3 Fs. It's fencing, flowers, and furniture. So just, you know, you don't have to go all out, but it really does help. Fences behind trees, yeah, like that was my big cheat. I mean, you can even put fences like around trees so it's complete. I think that helped. But what I realized with the other island where I was a dirty time traveler is because I wasn't really focusing on the build itself. I was just trying to get stuff out there. It took me a lot longer to get to 3 stars. Like it was a bit of a hassle, but that's how I did it. So 8 villagers, 2 bridges, 2 inclines, lots of fencing, at least 50 pieces, and furniture and flowers around your villagers' houses will be very helpful. You may not even need the 4 like bridges and the inclines. You may just need 2 or 3. You've been stuck on 3 stars and it's driving you nutty. Oh goodness. Yeah, the other thing too is the algorithm, I guess, really does like balance. So if you are having a hard time because your villagers are on one part and you have a lot of empty space that doesn't have any furniture, like put down a well, put down some outdoor baths, put down some log stakes. I don't know how I did this, but when with my first island, when I unlocked island, like grading, I got a 5-star island, and I didn't even do anything. You know, it's like I just put down I put down a lot of log stakes and I put down a lot of stone fences because my original build was going to have a lot of ruins on the island, and that was super helpful. And it is noon. You got a 3-star island on your brother's island, and one night he has, stop it! He has a Kid Core island. You decorated his entrance with a ton of Mario items and decorated his house. Nice. Nice. So yeah, that's how I did it. Like, the log stakes are perfect. They're so easy to utilize on any build, so you're not even wasting any sort of resources for it. But yeah, I definitely had a harder time with the other island, and I do think that time traveling does play a part of making it more difficult. But I can guarantee you, this island isn't 3 stars anymore. Nope, there's barely any trees, there's barely any furniture, and we're just not going to talk to Isabel for a bit. We're just not going to ask her about the evaluations. I don't need her to question my life choices. I'm building this for them, and I don't need them to question my process. No, stop it. We don't need that kind of negativity. I agree. I agree. Isabel barely gives us news as it is. We don't need her negativity to add to the sadness of her public announcements. Thank you very much. I really hope they do something with Isabel, because, friends, she's supposed to be in the know of what's going on the island. If she knows who's moving in and who's leaving the island, she should know which NPC is visiting, right? Or the weather. This is my favorite stream I've ever watched. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Sometimes I have some shade. Sometimes I have some shade. "42 likes, holy moly. That's a lot of likes. It bugs me that her announcements are there's nothing going on and Flick passes by. I know, like, Flick has feelings. He is a something. Goodness. And it's not hard. It's not like, it's, you know, hello everyone. It is 12:03 p.m. September 10th on Friday. Great news. You know, Kix has arrived on the island for the first time to sell you his shoes, socks, and backpacks. Be sure to support local businesses that are in the plaza. And oh, by the way, we have a new person on the island. Like, it's not hard, Nintendo. Oh, by the way, did you watch that TV show last? I know. I'm like, no, I have better things to do, like terraforming and fishing. All the visitors do have feelings. They do. They have passions. They have wants and desires, and they want to give us bells. Like, come on. And I know that on Saturdays and Sundays we have consistently, we have KK Slider, and we also have Daisy May, unless there's a bug off or a fish thing, right? In which case KK Slider comes in on Sundays. So the other thing is that, like, oh, we have the fish tourney, which means that KK Slider will be gracing us with his presence on Sunday. I mean, I know that they're consistent NPCs that visit, but that we at least know that Isabel is doing her job. And maybe the reason why she's not good at her job is because she's not getting paid. And she's there 24/7, with the exception of, what was the thing? It was during the fireworks and New Year's. That is really the only time that she has to have any fun. So of course she's not going to like announce anything. She's too bloody tired. Anyway. I know, super simple stuff. Super simple stuff. But I also... Excuse. Non-binary balloon wiles, excuse. You may be a DIY. Or you may be a toilet falling from the sky. I think my favorite thing about people who don't play Animal Crossing and they watch me for the first time, they're like, why did a toilet fall from a... Why did chalkboard fall from the sky? Do you know how big a balloon has to be to hold a chalkboard? Like, science, friends. Science. How much helium would that take? Or hot air? Just saying. Why do you play that game so much? It's not like they have feelings. I mean, Panda, I am sure that your father, and I hope your father is a lovely person, but he is wrong. I respect his right to be wrong. It's fine. I got visibly excited when I opened the museum and my dad was like, are you okay? And I'm like, let me show you. Yeah. So, and here's, okay. I would like to talk to you about Museum Day. And by Museum Day, I mean Museum 2 weeks. Because Museum Day has cultural significance in Japan where stamps are a collectible like hobby in Japan. And visiting museums is really important to Japanese people. And so what really bothers me is you have Blathers who's asleep and there's really nothing special aside from getting stamped. And what really bothers me is you don't have your villagers who are participating in Museum Day, where they aren't, they're not in various parts of the museum that are typical. And there's no mini game aside from getting stamps. And so I was like, you could have made this an amazing event. You could have made this so fun to do, where, you know, you could have the villagers who like ask you questions about the animals, like, you know, which animal is known for providing caviar, which is the sturgeon, or like which, like, or talking about the mola mola, or talking about the crickets or the tarantulas. And then if you get it right, they gift you something, like, I don't know, like a piece of clothing like you do for the campsite. As an art historian and museum person, teach me. I know. Like, Blathers could take you on a tour, you know, like for 5 minutes, and explain to you the things that, you know, why museums are important, especially when you have animals that are treated well and for conservation efforts, and like, you could do so much. And that's the thing, like, the Museum Day has such potential to being one of the best events in the game, hands down, and they don't do anything with it. And instead it's 2 weeks of getting daily plaques. Why? You didn't have AC during the museum week and I was looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, it's not time locked, so if you are a dirty time traveler, you're more than capable of having that experience. But I was so bummed. I would rather have a day where we acknowledge that the museum is one of the most beautiful buildings in the game, and, you know, provides so much content with catching bugs and fish and, you know, diving for sea creatures, that it's such a shame that they don't utilize it more. I would love for the museum to have more minigame content for that. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. What do we have? Semi-opaque socks. I lost my slingshot for socks I don't even wear. Who wears socks in this game? First and foremost. Actually, am I wearing socks in this game? Before I go on my high horse. I'm wearing leggings. Okay, well, that doesn't count. Leggings are different. You're trying not to be a dirty time traveler. Yeah, and I will say that unless you're a content creator or, and here's my other thing, I don't consider it time traveling if you are playing the same day. And I know that people have different schedules when it comes to work. Like I know quite a few nurses and doctors who have night shifts, and that, you know, you really can't do anything in the game when you come off your shift at 10 p.m. and then you're playing at 11 p.m. with nothing really to do except maybe catch the fish or the bug of that evening. So I don't think it's considered time traveling personally if you move it to like 9 a.m. that same day, because you like that's how you would need to play the game. The other thing too is I don't know how that happened, but I missed almost all of the cherry blossom DIYs with my main island. Like, and I was playing pretty regularly as far as I was concerned, but I didn't get any of the cherry blossom season stuff, and so I time traveled back in order to get it. So it's more like, I do know that time traveling is it's burnout city, you know, and so if you are trying to get like all of your villagers out and to get like a new theme, that unless that you are a content creator that really does depend on, you know, continuing the momentum, that time traveling isn't really necessary, in my opinion. But it also, it's like, if that's how you play the game, that's how you play the game. So you do you. There's a lot of cute socks in the game. Yeah, my husband had to like he had to really push me to wear the right footwear for the occasion, and so like I had to really work on to wearing sneakers whenever going on long walks, and wearing socks, because I'm bad with caring for my feet. You do that same day time. Yeah, right, exactly. And I think that when you have people who are like purists for the game, don't really acknowledge the fact that, you know, sometimes people really do need to have that moment of self-care, of escapism, and to see their villagers at 10:30 in the morning when it's 11:30 at night, and that's okay. I like the tights in the game, makes me want to wear some. Yeah, so I'm pretty consistent with what I wear in the game. I mean, like what I wear in real life. Like I am a plaid button-down person with a tank top and leggings. Like that is my jam. But this game has really encouraged me to pursue feminine, like fairly feminine options, because some of the designs of this game are freaking adorable. Like adorable. Like wearing crop tops with long skirts. I want to do that. You do it for turnips? Yeah. So here's the benefit of living in the future, friends. So since I'm on Saturday a full like 13 hours before the majority of the people who play this game are playing, I can buy a lot of turnips and sell my turnips within about 30 minutes of buying them on Nookazon without time traveling. And it's great. The thick thigh struggle. Yeah, I have very powerful legs back in the day, and I don't know the kilo equivalent, because despite the fact that I don't live in a place for freedom units anymore, freedom units is how I kind of still measure things. I was very leg power. I was a leg power horse back in the day, to the point where when I did leg presses at the gym, I was leg pressing about 350 pounds. So we always made this joke that when my husband and I were doing Insanity, the workout, the guy who did the workout would be like, I can't fold my legs up because I got big quads. Oh, we have Shauna. Shauna, I mentioned that this rivalry about who raids who first is getting obscene because I can't raid you. But also, hold on, it's good to see you. And my sound quality is awful because this mic isn't working. But here, I'm going to say hello to Soupy Doopy, to Blissful, to Honeydrop Crossing, to Salt Shaker, to Laser Sharp, to River, to Broach Story, to Aurora, to... Did I say hello to Blissful already? I think I did. Hello. I weigh like 100 pounds soaking wet. I don't anymore. I don't anymore. I know, you beat me again, Shauna. Shauna, one day, there will be a reckoning. There will be a reckoning, but it's also good to see you. How was your stream? How was your villager hunt? Tell the tea. Tell the tea. And friends, I've mentioned Honeydrop Crossing earlier in the stream. All good things, I promise, Shauna. But if you want to see some quality content with an amazing community, I highly recommend going on to Honeydrop Crossing and following her because she's great. Did you hear that Puma and Animal Crossing are doing a collab? Who's Puma? Who's Puma? Wait, what? What? So friends, like, let me show you what we've been doing this entire time. We've been just filling this in. Not even halfway done. And I have to get going shortly because one of my rabbits is having tummy troubles. And hopefully when I check on her, she's fixed it herself. But if not, I get to go to the vet. So that's gonna be fun. You streamed a little extra tonight. Gabby won't come home. Is she in your queue? Is she in your queue, Shauna? Stop, you're blushing. You're so sweet. No, you. Man, 3 raids. We had a coral raid. We had a, is it a Caddy raid? And then we have a honey raid. Oh my goodness. Friend, stop it. You're gonna give me an ego. So much terraforming. Oh my god, like, I had delusions of grandeur, friends. I thought that I would be done, and here we were talking about, like, body stuff, we were talking about Barbies, we were talking about serial killers, and, like, it clearly, we need to have the ability where we can terraform 4 squares at a time. You know what I mean? Like, that would be a game changer. I really want Pashmina, but she won't come to me. I think she's scared of the mess of my island. I mean, Pashmina is a strong girl. I think she just got lost in transit. You know what I mean? I'm not sure, but we're only 161 tickets and looking for Gabby specifically, so we'll keep trying. I wish you the best. I sincerely hope it's not a Cora Mora level of insanity. 325 subscribers. I know. I know. Cora has done, well, a lot of the raiders have done a kindness, and I got more subscribers, which is insane. Y'all are gonna have to, you're gonna hold me to my promise of, like, starting a Discord and some nonsense. Don't appreciate it. We were talking about Shauna's amazing gymnastics abilities and more on the stream. Now, Shauna, is that a real thing? Are you a gymnast, like, truly? Or is Gertie just one of those really great, like, grandmas? And for those who don't know, Shauna is currently doing a grandma core island, in the sense that her resident representative is named Gertie, and it's adorable. Oh my gosh. Ugh. It's an insane time. But yeah, I've been having some technical difficulties. For some reason, Mike, the friendly Mike with the mic is muted, and I don't know why. And I think I blew out a couple of people's eardrums by switching to this monstrosity, so I know that my sound quality is terrible right now. But you've been here since the Cora Mora raid? Well, you have been through, it is a bonding process to sit through this, let me tell you. Shauna can do all sorts of flips and cartwheels and stuff, but she can't run or jump. That's awesome. I had someone try to teach me how to do cartwheel. I cannot. I can rock climb, I can do, well, I could do up to like V2s and V3s, so still pretty basic when it comes to rock climbing on routes, but yeah, I'm not a twisty turny. Oh no. Oh, we also determined that balloons are non-binary because I was calling, like, the balloon was offering me some feminine wiles, but then I realized that I guess in romantic languages that balloon is masculine, so we just went with the non-binary route because that's how we support things on this stream. And no. Oh my god, no, I'm not a gymnast. I just like to mess with laser sharp because I'm so far from being any kind of athletic. That's funny. I used to be super athletic. It was actually probably my form of self-care, but with the year that the panorama has been, that's not been a thing. That's not been a thing. You haven't had a campsite villager in a month? That's weird. You're not an actual gymnast either. You just don't do anything upside down. You don't do anything upside down, even a cartwheel, but I can do straddle jumps and such. That's cool. That's cool. What do I do? So my favorite story was I was really getting into rock climbing back when I was living in Virginia. And for those who live in Virginia and are looking for an amazing rock climbing facility, Sport Rock has 2 locations, one in Leesburg and one in Alexandria. And I was rock climbing with friends and like with a group that I knew a little bit, but was good friends with one person. And this one guy brings out, I would like to say that it was a 20-pound like weight vest. And I was learning how to lead. And for those who don't know, there's 3 types of rock climbing. There's bouldering, which requires no like harnessing of any kind, and then there's what you would consider the typical rock climbing with the harness and the rope and someone like supporting you. And then there's leading, where you rope in, like you put in the rope as you climb, and someone like makes sure that you don't die. So I wasn't lead qualified, which means that I couldn't create the lead itself, but a person had finished their lead and they're like, why don't you clean the route for me, which is that you unhook, and then when you finish you just you rope down. And so they're like, so why don't we make this interesting, and why don't we have you wear the 20-pound weight? And so like I would say that I'm a fairly strong person, just because, you know, when you work out a lot, you regain some muscle memory, even though you may not do it much anymore. But I climbed with a 20-pound pack, sort of like at an incline backwards, and when I finished, I couldn't get up off the ground because I was like, nope, this is my life. This is the grave of which I bury, because I'm not getting up. And I was so sore. It was amazing though. And that's the sort of stuff that I really like doing. Is also, I'm not a competitive person. My parents try to put me in competitive sports, and I'm just not a competitive person in general. And rock climbing is one of those things, kind of like yoga, where it's all about your personal achievements and like you going at your own pace. And so for those who may be self-conscious about like going to a gym proper, going to a rock climbing gym is amazing because everyone is super nice. You hate Antonio. Blissful. You are banned. No, I'm just kidding. Antonio is my favorite. He is my favorite villager. So it's okay, you can be wrong. You've never tried... Ooh. Hello, Aurora. I got into state for swimming, and at a different thing I got into winter championships and got a medal. Congratulations! I used to be on swim team. Unfortunately, and here's the thing, this is how I stopped being competitive. My neighborhood swim team was very low on certain age groups, and so they would put me against kids that were like twice my age. So if you can imagine like an 8-year-old or a 10-year-old that was being placed against like 16-year-olds who were like doing this for school, and you know, I would always lose. And so at that point I was like, well, if you're going to put me against people who are quite literally better than me, I'm just not gonna care. Hello, Misty the Goose. Hello. You got a Lily of the Valley, Faith. That's amazing. Congrats. Hello, hello. We are going to be finishing actually a little bit earlier because I need to check on my rabbit just to make sure that she's doing okay, and if she's not, I need to get her to the vet. So let's see how this is going. I'm sorry for the raiders that just popped in, but early on the stream, one of my rabbits, my special needs rabbit, is probably going through GI stasis, which can be dangerous. I've already applied medication, and I've already got in touch with the vet, so I may have to end it here, actually. So, actually, let's probably end it here. Yeah, 8 to 10-year-old versus a 16-year-old. Exactly. And when you, like, constantly have a young kid losing, it kind of, like, ruins the appeal of competing. Anyway, so friends, I think we're going to finish here. First and foremost, I want to thank all of the raiders, from Koramora to, I think it's Kati, I'm sorry if I got the name wrong, to Honeydrop Crossing, my dear. Thank you so much for sitting through a very heavy terraforming stream. I understand that it's not the most fun thing to watch, but I appreciated the great communication and conversations that we had. It was so fun, and thank you so much for helping me get to 300 plus subscribers this week. 325 today. Oh my goodness. And it was a great time. I don't know if we have anyone that's currently, do we have anyone that's currently live that we can power we can just power raid, mega raid, quadruple raid, I should say. Live. Wait. Filters. Live. We have Car.H, who is a good dude. Ooh, a birthday party, you say? So, friends, if you are going to be moving on to another streamer to just enjoy and kind of settle down, be sure to please tell Car.H that I said hi, that due to a medical thing that I can't, say hi personally, but if you were going to Artsy raid him for me, I would really appreciate it. And with that, friends, we are going to move on to the nature park next week and maybe go villager hunting on Friday for Coco and Clay. So with that, friends, thank you so much, and I will catch you Monday. Good vibes for the rabbit, yeah? So, goodbye.